In this video, we will look at how flowcharts can be imported as global functions. Mobius supports two types of user-defined functions, local functions and global functions. Let's have a look at each of these. Local user-defined functions are created in the editor pane. The functions are called local because they can only be called by the procedure in which they are defined. A procedure in another node cannot call the function. Global user-defined functions are created as separate scripts that are imported. The functions are called global because they can be called by any procedure in any node. In the example, the global function generates a pyramid shape from a polygon. Global functions can be more complex than local functions. They can be a Mobius script with multiple nodes, and with parameters and a return value. Local user-defined functions have already been covered. Let's start looking at global user-defined functions. Global user-defined functions are a little more complex than their local counterparts. So let's start with a very simple example. When discussing these examples, we will talk about the main script. The main script is the one that imports the global function. In the example, the global function generates a rectangle from two xyz coordinates. The main script imports this global function to generate a circle of extruded blocks. In this example, the global function flowchart is very simple. It has just a single node. The flowchart generates a rectangle polygon from two coordinates. The parameters to the script are the two coordinates, specified as lists of the numbers. Now, we switch to a new Mobius script. And we import the previous rectangle script as a global function. In the left sidebar, at the bottom there is a section for global functions. Clicking the Manage button will open a dialog box that will allow us to import functions. We click Import and then select the Mobius file that we want to import. Once the script is imported, the new function will appear under Global Functions. These global functions will be available in all nodes in the main flowchart. Clicking the function name will insert it into the code, just like any other function. The function name will be preceded by the word global. In this example, the main code generates a circle of positions. For each pair of positions, it then gets the xyz coordinates and generates a rectangle from those coordinates. The rectangle is then extruded into a block. This diagram shows an overview of the relationship between the two flowcharts. The imported flowchart is embedded into the main flowchart. The name of the imported function matches the name of the global function script. In this example, the bottom diagram shows the start node with an input for the script name. The name is defined as axis-aligned rectangle. In the top diagram, we can see that this matches the name of the global function. And the parameters of the imported function match the parameters of the global function flowchart. The bottom diagram shows the start node with two parameters, called C1 and C2. In the top diagram, this matches the parameters of the global function. In the global function script, the return value can be specified in the end node. In this case, the new rectangle polygon is returned. When the global function is called, the new rectangle will be returned. In the code, we can see the rectangle polygon that is returned is used in the next line of code to create an extrusion.